All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. Give me a YouTube, give me a replay, gang. If you're watching the replay, maybe you're checking in on Facebook, maybe you're checking in on Twitter, maybe you're rocking with us on LinkedIn, maybe you with us on YouTube. But regardless, my name's Haziq Ali, and we're here to help you go further, faster, with less effort. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m., the new edition of the newsletter comes out. If you are not a member of the greatest newsletter for entrepreneurs on the planet, then make sure you go to millionaireminded.com. Put your name in a box. You're going to get a free gift. Okay. And then from then on, you are enrolled. Every single week, we give you mindset, skill set, and heart set, kind of like these morning trainings, but in a written form. So you can share it with coworkers and share it with your teammates and share it with your counterparts and share it with your management team. I mean, that mindset piece alone is worth the price of admission. Then from there, you get into that heart set part, because what we all need is a little bit more gratitude. We all need a little bit more action bias. And all that comes from heart set. You only do what you feel like doing. You know what I mean? And then that third piece is skill set. You can take just the third piece of the newsletter and use that as trainings for your sales staff or your team or your company. So that's every single Friday at 3:30 p.m. You get a newsletter straight from me, that's going to give you mindset, skill set, and heart set, give you a couple of replays from that week's trainings. It's a lot of fun. So I hope everybody's been enjoying that. Go to millionaireminded.com, or you can go to wearemillionaireminded.com. It's check-in time, though, y'all. Rep your city. What kind of business do you have now? What's up, Tanisha? Good morning, Queen. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Good morning, everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let them know what city you from. I'm about to call in on this live line. Let's go. Tay, what's up, Tay?
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time, because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
That's a fact.
Thank you.
I promise
Please
you got a
announce
millionaire in
yourself.
there somewhere.
All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I don't know if you know me yet, but hopefully soon I'll be one of your best friends. My name is Haziq Ali, and every single morning, our whole goal is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. I'm a revenue acceleration coach by trade. My whole idea, my special talent, my core genius lies in being able to look at a business and instantly see the little pieces that maybe they're ignoring that can make business explode. I've worked in so many different industries that at this point, if I couldn't recognize a couple patterns in the different businesses that I come across, then I must be developmentally challenged. It's not even like I'm all that smart. It's just I've got so much experience at this point that anyone could do it that had had as many experiences as I've had. I've never had a job. You know what I mean, Candace? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Tina? Okay, we getting this thing rolling. What's up, Coach? All right, Coach Bailey's in the house. What's up, Vanessa? Let's go. Let's go. Share this training with somebody. I don't know if y'all have been tuning in. Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma's in the house. Let's go. I don't know if y'all been tuning in all week, but all week we've been covering all kinds of cool stuff that'll help you with your mindset, or that will help you with your skill set even, or that will help you with your heart set. Yesterday we were talking about these 5 keys to help your affirmations become more powerful. Then the day before that, we talked about these 5 magic productivity tricks that can help any entrepreneur. The day before that, we talked about 5 strategies for building your movement's culture, because we know culture eats strategy for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And it's still only Thursday, and we've already given you all of this stuff that can help you get rich. I ain't gonna hold you up. We here to help you get rich. I'm sick of you thinking that rich is just something for other people. Rich is for you. Everybody knows I'm constantly saying, if you ain't come from a rich family has to come from you. But you know what helps? Knowing the laws. I told him last night, I was like, wouldn't it be helpful if you understood that this 64 square board in front of you was a chess game instead of checkers? Doesn't that help? Because the board looks so similar. Don't you need to know what game you're playing? Listen to me. You want to follow the rules of nature. You know why I don't get worried when things start taking this twisting, winding path? Because I recognize in nature, everything takes a twisting, winding path. If you see a straight line out here, a man made that. You hear me? A woman made that. A human made that. But everything that's made by nature, it takes this twisting, wind. Every day is a winding road. You remember that? So all I'm saying is I'm coming at you with these laws of personal power, these laws of abundance, because I recognize that once you know the rules, the right behavior becomes intrinsic. It becomes natural. You're naturally going to do what works in your best interest. You just aren't sure that you're sabotaging yourself. Am I making sense, y'all? So we got 2 more episodes of these universal laws. I've been doing about 10 a week. So if you've missed parts 1 through 8, make sure you go to Millionaire Minded TV and check them out, because today I'm going to give you 11 more. Today we're focusing on the universal laws of personal success and personal power, number 99 all the way through 110. So if you're ready, let's get it, y'all. Here's number 99, the law of expectations. Somebody write that and give me a share. The law of expectations. Hopefully you have turned to the page in your power book where you've written laws 1 through 98. And now you're ready to get the law number 99. Okay. This is the law of expectations. What's the law of expectations? Millionaires, you increase the amount of luck in your life by continuously expecting lucky things to happen to you. One of my favorite affirmations we say every morning is, I'm the luckiest person most people know. Can somebody type that out in the comments if you believe it? If you want to believe it, check it out. If you know, you should believe it. Type it out. I am the luckiest person most people know, and then share that with the universe so it just goes out there into the ether. Type it out. I dare you. And I dare you say it 3 times as you're typing it out. I am the luckiest person most people know. I am the luckiest person most people know. I am the luckiest person most people know. I believe that something wonderful is going to happen to me today. I believe that this could be the best Thursday I've ever lived on planet Earth. I mean, just imagine if you go around saying this kind of stuff and then you make that into the path of least resistance in your mind. Am I right, Mrs. Goins? Am I right, Hadassah? What if I just said that all day, every day? Yeah, this is the law of expectations. Let's get it. What if I just said that all day, every day? I'm the luckiest person most people know. I'm the luckiest person most people know, Belinda. I'm the luckiest person most people know. What if you just said that all day? What if you said it so much you started to believe it, Chanel? I am the luckiest person most people know. What if you said that so much it started to lock into your mind? Your subconscious actually started to pick that up. And then it started showing you, just like when you rented that car and you started to see the car everywhere. All of a sudden, your subconscious starts showing you luck everywhere. Your subconscious starts showing you opportunity everywhere. What would happen to your life? What would happen to your life? Now, here's another question for you. Who's in control of that? Who gets to decide how lucky you become? Who gets to decide how much you say that you're the luckiest person that you ever met? Who gets to decide what's judged as good luck versus misfortune? Who gets to decide whether this thing is working against me or working for me? Once you start to understand some of these concepts, you start understanding, yo, I got more power than I was taught. Somebody been playing with my head, man. Yeah, Damon. DJ Jamad in the house. That's what I'm talking about. But God. That's the law of expectations. Here's number 100, the law of opportunity. Write that out and give me a share. The law of opportunity. This is important. The law of opportunity, millionaires. The law of opportunity says that your greatest possibilities are often going to come from the most common situations around you. Your greatest opportunities are often going to come from the most common situations around you. Everybody with me? Do you know ice cream was invented in 2000 BC? But the ice cream cone didn't come along until 3,900 years later. Almost 4,000 years later, we got the ice cream cone. That's 4,000 years people went without this simple innovation that changed everything. Y'all with me? Meat was on the planet before human beings were on the planet. Bread was around since 2600 BC. It still took another 4,300 years for somebody to invent a sandwich. You hear what I'm saying to you? The law of opportunity, your most immense, life changing opportunities are usually hidden in the most common circumstances around you. You have so many ideas around you constantly. The flush toilet got invented in 1775. It wasn't until almost 100 years later, 1857 to be exact, that they invented toilet paper. Flush toilet, 1775. Toilet paper, 1857. That's like 80 years, y'all. What am I saying? I'm saying your greatest possibilities are often going to come from the most common situations around you. Or, in other words, there's opportunity everywhere. Your biggest opportunity is probably right under your feet right now, in your current job right now, in your current industry right now, your current education experience right now, your current interests right now are couching some of your biggest opportunities if you would just pay attention. That's why I always remind you, you got to pour this new information in your head. That's why I try to get you to be here every single morning if you're an entrepreneur, because guess what? You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. And how can your mind have the vocabulary it needs to see this stuff if you don't feed it? Am I making sense, somebody? Here's law number 101, y'all. The law of ability. The law of ability. Yeah, that's right. That last one was the law of opportunity. Let's go. Here's the next one. The law of ability. Type that thing out. The law of ability. Okay, Colorado Springs is in the house. The law of ability is next. The law of ability. Everybody with me? The law of ability. The law of ability says something real simple. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And the more ability you have, the more ability you develop in any field, the more likely that lucky breaks come to you. Y'all hear me? That's the law of ability. The more ability you have and develop in any field, the more likely it is that lucky breaks are going to happen for you. We call this the law of ability. Somebody type that out and give me a share. The law of ability. Remind yourself, you need to go back and check this law out. You need to write this one down. The law of ability, Sade. Everybody with me? In other words, the harder I work, the luckier I get. The harder I work, the luckier I get. You hear me? It's amazing. If I will just do the hardest thing on my list every morning, and I build that habit, and I build that momentum, next thing you know, the hardest thing I got starts to get smaller and smaller. Now, is it really getting smaller, or am I getting bigger? You see that? That's why you're not supposed to pray for stuff to get easier. You're supposed to pray to get stronger. Here's law number 102. Somebody type that in the comments before I give you 102. Don't pray for it to get easier. Pray to get stronger. Somebody give me that if you believe it, and then give me a share. Don't pray for it to get easier. Pray to get stronger. If you believe that, then type it out and give me a share. Type it out and give me a share. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to take it to the law. 102. Yeah, that was the law of ability. That was the law of ability. The harder I work, the luckier I get, baby. The harder I work, the luckier I get, Belinda. You hear me? All right, here's law number 102, the law of integrative complexity. The law of integrative complexity. I know, don't let it scare you. The law of integrative complexity. Some of y'all are like, whoa, it's too early for SAT words. Integrative is not an SAT word, first of all. You know integrate. So integrative, context clues, and then complexity, right? We all know complex. The enemy of execution, complexity. So we said it's the law of integrative complexity. What does that mean? That means millionaires in any industry, in any field, the person with the widest variety of knowledge, the person with the widest variety of skill is going to have the most luck. Y'all with me? Whoever has the most skill is going to have the most luck. You make your luck. Ain't that right, Don Lamar? You make your luck. Is that a fact, Vita Lachey? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. And now we're onto the law of integrative complexity, right? Expanded knowledge, expanded skill start to intensify your awareness. It starts to expand your opportunity, right? Because you're integrating and compiling and collating all of this information that you've brought in. And then it spits you out new ideas. It spits you out new epiphanies. You start to understand certain nuances. Mastery, write this down. Mastery is always found in the nuances. Both of us can say the same sorts of like enrollment conversations to somebody, but maybe you're noticing how the person's body language is shifting when you got to this one point. Or maybe you notice how the person's eyes lit up when you got to a certain point. And maybe I'm just sitting there running through my thing. Next, I say line number 2. Mastery is in the nuances. Everybody with me? That law of integrative complexity means that expanded knowledge and skill start to expand your awareness and expand your opportunity. Y'all hear me say it all the time. Either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals going to start shrinking to match your mind. Mastery is always found in the nuances. It's always found in the nuances. You know, Mrs. Goins is helping us with this nationwide tour right now. And as she goes along state to state, she's getting better and better and better. We have a whole team that goes in there and sets up the room before we get in there. As we go along, they're getting better and better and better because of integrative complexity, expanded knowledge, expanded skill. Now you start to see opportunities where you didn't. Oh, you guys are offering us to rent us this projector that we could buy, and you're going to charge us the same amount we could buy a full setup for only 3 hours. You know what? If I don't do this, you're just going to keep that in the closet, ain't you? So I tell you what, I ain't giving you that price, but I'll offer you half of it. I'll offer you half of it. See, because my skill is starting to expand. My awareness is starting to expand. You know, I talk to one of my homies, or I talk to a mentor, or I talk to somebody who's done this before, and they explain that everything's negotiable. So now my skill set starts going up. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? That's the law of integrative complexity. Here's number 103. Here's number 103. Universal law 103 is the law of assumption. The law of assumption. Let's go. The law of assumption. Let's get it. The law of assumption. Incorrect assumptions are what start most wars, y'all. Incorrect assumptions are what lie at the root of every failure. Have the courage then to test your assumptions. Test your assumptions, millionaires. They made an assumption that you had to make boats out of wood because obviously metal don't float. But is that so obvious? Or are all these ships we see today made out of metal? Somebody made an assumption, and it wasn't until someone else came along and tested that assumption that the whole world was able to open up. Now you got battleships, cruise ships. Can you imagine if all these ships were still made out of water? Out of wood? Check it out. The willingness to accept the possibility you could be wrong is what opens you up to the possibilities and the lucky breaks. Because my God, if I'm right about everything, that would be pretty depressing, because that would mean this is as good as my life can get. Millionaires, the willingness to accept the possibility you might be wrong is what opens you up to all the lucky breaks you might have missed. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. All right, 104, the law of timing. 104, the law of timing, y'all. Let's get it. The law of timing is 104. The law of timing, Carol. The law of timing, Charlene. Let's get it. The law of timing. Let's go. Timing is everything. That's the law of timing. Timing is everything. With proper preparation, the right time is going to come to you. The law of timing. There's a tide in the affairs of men, which when taken at the flood leads to fortune. Shakespeare said that, allegedly. We know Shakespeare would steal everything from everybody because that fool knew how to write. Yeah. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Here's law number 105, the law of energy. The law of energy, right? The law of energy. Somebody give me that. Type it out. 105, the law of energy. Let's go. Let's go. The law of energy. Good morning, millionaires. The law of energy. Let's go. Let's go. The law of energy. What is the law of energy? The greater the energy, the greater the enthusiasm you have, the more likely you'll get to recognize and respond to luck. The law of energy. I'm going to tell y'all something about sales because I've never had a job, right? If I didn't know how to sell, then I would starve to death, right? Well, here's one of the nuances I picked up. Maybe it'll help you. When two people sit down, whoever has the most enthusiasm always wields the most influence. So if they have more enthusiasm for poverty, if they have more certainty about poverty, then you have enthusiasm and certainty about having a solution for them, you're going to leave the meeting shook up. Like, oh, snap. Maybe he's right. It is hard out here, though. It is kind of rough because you met with somebody that had such energy and certainty and enthusiasm behind their lack of belief in themselves. Isn't that crazy? The law of energy. But there's a flip side to this law of energy. Millionaires, your best ideas, your most profound insights are usually going to come after a period of rest and relaxation. That's the law of energy, Charlene. That's the law of energy. You better get some rest every now and then, Alexandria. You hear me? You better get some rest every now and then, Lolisha. You hear me? You hear me, Tina? The law of energy, Allie. Yeah, the law of energy. Let's go. Whoever has the most enthusiasm always has the most influence. Is that amazing? Number 106. That's why, a lot of times you'll hear people say people are more impressed by the depth of your enthusiasm than they are the width of your knowledge. And if you're a Kaizen Academy member, you've seen that training we do on mental toughness that breaks down to you all these different biases your brain has. Like there's something called the conviction bias that says if this person seems really, really convicted, we just naturally believe them because our brain looking for shortcuts anyway. And our brain got to make too many decisions. So this person seems real hype. They really seem to believe it. Boy, they seem to believe. Wow. You know what? He can't be lying. He can't be lying, darling. Right? Number 106, the law of relationships. Is this helping somebody? Is this helping somebody? Is it helpful to know how nature works, y'all? Check it out. 106, the law of relationships. I got a couple more for you and then we out of here. The law of relationships. And if you've missed all of these leading up to this point, go back through the YouTube channel. Every week, I've been giving you a new one. This is part 9. You've missed 8 of them if this is your first time tuning in. But that's why I'm telling you law number 106. So that means you've missed 105 of them if you're just now tuning in. Okay. But law number 106 is the law of relationships. The more people you know, and the more people who know you in a positive way, the luckier you're going to be. Man, there is a superpower that we all have, but not everybody uses called being kind. Just be kind. Kindness will magnify your opportunities because people want to give opportunities to people they like. Are you a nice person? People will give you ideas and open doors for you if they like you. That's the law of relationships. Some of us have such attractive shells, but then our inner personality is so ugly. You start to repel people with your personality, your self-absorption, your narcissism, your constant focus on what's in it for you. How mediocre, how average, how much do you blend in with everybody else? I can tell you what most people in the world are thinking. And that don't mean I'm a mind reader, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They're thinking about themselves. What if you were rare? What if you were rare enough that people started to like you? Because they feel good about themselves when they're around you. You get luckier. And I'm going to tell you something that helps your luck. Law number 107, the law of empathy. The law of empathy, y'all. Law number 107. Somebody say 107. That's right. That was 106, Hadassah. So here's 107, the law of empathy. Yes, Kindness will magnify your opportunities. And whoever that is in that particular Facebook group, make sure you click on that link up there in the caption so that it can start showing your name. Because I'm trying to show love to everybody. But if your name isn't showing up, it's because you're tuning in from one of the Facebook groups and you're looking like you feeling like you're in there by yourself when we all over the internet right now. Hundreds of people watching right now. Don't trip. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. All right. So the law of empathy, 107, the law of empathy. When you look at a situation, and we talk about emotional intelligence a lot around here, but when you look at the situation through the eyes of somebody else, a lot of times you find unseen possibilities. You with me? You find unseen possibilities when you actually play this out the right way. What is it that people need? What is it that people want? Huh? And how could you give it to them? How could you hook them up with somebody that can hook them up? Huh? Here's law number 108. The law of growth. The law of growth. We got anybody out there that wants to grow? Wouldn't it be helpful to know the law of growth? Check this out. If you ain't growing, you're stagnating. If you ain't growing, you're decaying. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're either growing or dying. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Ain't no maintain. How you doing, JT? Oh, I'm just maintaining. The devil is a lie. Ain't no maintain. Ain't no maintaining. You hear me? Make continuous learning and growth a part of your routine. If not, you're making failure a part of your routine. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. Everybody with me? 109, y'all. 109. Law number 109 is the law of practice. The law of practice. My man Yeshua in the house. Where Yeshua at? Let's get it. The law of practice. Let's get it. Let's get it. The law of, okay, that was your favorite, Miss Deborah. The law of practice. The law of practice is number 109. Write this down in your notes. Practice is a price of mastery, and give me a share. I don't care what industry you're in. If you're starting off mediocre and you want to get up that mountain of mastery, it's always found in the number of reps you do. How many repetitions have you done? Mastery is always on that scale between 0 and a certain amount of reps. You just got to practice. Practice is the price of mastery. Now, I already told you mastery is found in the nuances, but practice is the cost you pay to be the boss. Whatever you practice over and over and over again becomes a new habit of thought, a new habit of performance, a new muscle memory, a new thought routine, a thought ritual. You hear me? Check it out. Growth and fulfillment come from abandoning old practices and embracing the new ones. Everybody with me? And it's the last one I got for you, y'all, for today, because we out of time. I hope this was helpful. Please put in the comments whatever your favorite one was. Lock it in for yourself. Lock it in for your accountability partner who you shared this with. Maybe you shared it with somebody brand new. Let them see what your favorite one was. So that way they can kind of pay special attention to that and then maybe even hold you accountable. Wouldn't that be a blessing? Wouldn't that be a blessing? Huh? Number 110, law number 110 is the law of accumulation, y'all. The law of accumulation. A great life is an accumulation of thousands of efforts, thousands of sacrifices, thousands of investments that other people can't even see. You hear me? That's the law of accumulation. It takes you 10 years to be an overnight success. You hear me? The law of accumulation. The season you plant the seed is never the same season that you harvest. That's the law of accumulation. Those heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward, right? Wadsworth Longfellow said that. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. They were toiling through the night, baby. So I hope this is helpful for you. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your favorite? Kim said her favorite was the law of practice. Consistent practice makes you a boss. I love it. Allie said the law of accumulation was her favorite. Yeah, practice don't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. Practice makes permanent. You mess around and get, practice it the wrong way and just get real good at doing it wrong. Practice makes permanent. All right, y'all. It's affirmation time. I hope this was helpful for you. Hope you got something out of this. Call in right now. If you were paying attention to that law of affirmations that we did yesterday, then I know you calling in right now. I know you is. If that number tries to charge you, then just text message call me to the same number. Text call me to the same number and it'll just call you back. Don't trip. You'll hear my mentor's voice come on and you know you in the house. All right. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful that money comes in